wouldn't do that, mate. Gonna knacker your wax up.
Welcome back to MJM Detailing Diaries, and thanks for joining me. Where today we're going to take a look and see if it's myth that dish soap's going to strip your wax. This video is a bit of a longer one, more in depth, a bit more of a study, but it's worth a look if you've been told that this is going to strip your wax off or not. Because I'll be honest with you, before I did this, I didn't really know. I had an opinion, but never really tried it for myself, to be honest. Never used dish soap on a car before now. So thanks for joining me, and if you like what you're seeing on the channel, don't forget to give me a subscribe and a big thumbs up at the end as we delve into the mystery of dish soap. So then, let's have a look at the test panel and see what we've laid down. So to start off with, we've got EZ Synthesis, the EZ Ceramic Wax, the Detail Bug Magnetize, the Detail Bug Hybrid Wax, and at the top there we've got EZ Granite. Then we've got the Auto Bead Spray Seal, then we've got the RRC QD, we've got the Shiny Garage Ceramic Detailer, we've got the Detail Freaks Hype, the Dual Oxide QD, and up the top there, Vis Interlude. Just here, we've got Zero product as a test area. We've got EZ Chrome down the bottom there, EZ Voodoo, EZ Ghost, and the Jenny Chem Orange Wax. Now that should give us plenty to get going. This is not actually a sort of QD or LSP test, it's more to see if the detergent gets rid of it. I've gone around and sprayed some deionized water all over the panel, and I just want to show you this first. So here's the area with no protection on at all, and if I spray on there, the water does not bead up in any way, it just rolls off the panel. It's just rolling off, there's nothing there, there's no protection whatsoever. So let's have a quick look over the test sections. There we go, so the Vis Interlude, you can see there's protection. So with the Synthesis, Ceramic Wax, Magnetize, Detail Bug Hybrid, EZ Granite, the Auto Bead, the RRC QD, the Shiny Garage Ceramic Detailer, the Detail Freaks Hype, the Dual Oxide QD, and we've got there EZ Chrome, EZ Voodoo, EZ Ghost, and the Jenny Chem Orange Wax. Just grab hold of the hose pipe and give it a quick rinse over. Let's start off like that on that setting, so you can see the water behaviour as it happens. No protection. Fairly clear to see what's going on there. Okay, just going to change setting on the pipe, give us a slightly different one. There we go. Okay, here we go again. It's pretty clear to see under saturation we've still got water behaviour there. So next up is to do it dad fashion, grab a sponge and a bucket full of fairy liquid and give it a hit and see how it performs after that. So we're going to put 50 ml of washing detergent washing up detergent into the bucket, fill it up with water, and we're going to head outside with Dad's yellow sponge and give it a clean up to see if it washes off any of that wax protection. So you spent last Sunday morning around your parents' house giving their car a clean and applying one of your chosen LSPs. Dad comes out the following Sunday with his bucket of fairy liquid to smash it. So here we go, let's have a look and see. We'll just give it a wash over first. I'm just going to wash each section. Just give it a good rub like Dad would. No care in the world. So he's washed and dried his motor. Okay, let's have a look and see if that fairy liquid has had any impact on the LSP whatsoever. Set this up on a spray pan, that'll be good. So a light spray first. Okay, well, it definitely hasn't washed it away, but what it does look like is that it's cloaking it over or masking it up, because the performance is very similar on each area, or at least it's not as strong as it was, but it's definitely still there. So that's under a light misting. Let's give it a bit of a heavier soaking. See how it looks. It's the area with 0 on. So let's give it another round, see what occurs. So we give it a good rinse off, I'm going to dry it, and then we'll come back and give it a light spray of water to see if there's any impact on that LSP at all. So we've given it 2 wash downs with fairy liquid now. Let's grab the bottle, deionise water, and just give it a spray over and just see if we can see any impact on those LSPs at all. I will be speeding this up for you in just a moment. Okay, what's interesting here is where there was 0 protection, we're suddenly seeing something. Now that's the key area of interest here, that the washing detergent has put some sort of finish on the panel. So let's have a look and see how everything else behaves. It's almost as though it's put a mask over the top of the LSP that we chose. Here's the EZ Granite. AB Spray Seal. The RRCQD. Shiny Garage Ceramic. Detail Freaks Hype. Jenny Chem Orange Wax. EZ Ghost. EZ Voodoo. EZ Chrome. Back to that 0 panel. There's definitely some sort of protection over there that wasn't there before. So there's our panel. Let's give it a wash down with the hose as well. Interesting. They're all behaving very similar. See? Test area. It's clearing down but steadily. Dual oxide. Similar behaviour. Detail freaks height. Again, similar behaviour. Shiny Go ceramic. Again, very similar behaviour. These are chrome. Same again. Voodoo. Yep, same again. Back to that test area. It's clearing down in the same sort of way. Bottom left. Release interlude. Clears down the same way. I think our washing up detergent has masked the LSPs. The synthesis and ceramic wax seem to be slightly better. Detail bugs magnetise. Clears down in the same sort of way. The hybrid wax. Again, they're clearing down in the same sort of way. They're all looking very, very similar. Okay, at the moment I'm thinking that the washing detergent has masked each one of these products. You can see it now, it's sat across the top. There's definitely some protection there, but I think it's coming from the washing detergent, not from the product that's laid on the panel. It certainly hasn't washed it away by the looks of things at the moment. So I'm going to hit it with a pure shampoo and come back and do the same test and see what happens. Back round at your dad's again, going to give his car a wash, and today you're going to use the RRC Bad Boy shampoo, the orange shampoo, mixed up in the bucket out here at 12.5 ml to 5 litres. There we have it. Okay, and you're going to give it a good wash off to see if you can pick up or see what's happened. So LSP, now your dad's give it a wash with this very liquid. Just give it a real good wash down. Okay, I think we'll do it twice over to see, give it a chance to wash away anything that the washing detergent may well have put down. So the rinse, I'll give it a minute to drain off a little bit, and I'm going to wash it again. So then, it's had a minute to drain off. Give it a hit again with the Bad Boy shampoo. I would say that's probably a fair rinse. Just give it a dry and we'll come back and do some final checks to see what's happened to those products that we've laid down. So we've washed it twice and dried it with our RRC Bad Boys. Let's grab our water and just see what happens in those LSP areas. Okay, so I sprayed it all on. Let's go and have a look. This interlude, no impact. EZ synthesis, very, very little impact. EZ ceramic wax, very little impact. Detail bug magnetise, very little impact. Detail bug hybrid wax, yep, again, very little impact, maybe a minor bit. The zero panel cover is still showing some beading, but I'm not sure if that's from the washing up detergent or not really, or whether that's just the way the panel's set. Is it chrome? No impact. Is it voodoo? No impact. Is it ghost? No impact. The Jenny Chem orange wax, it seems to have had zero impact when we spray water onto the panel. That's the auto bead, the RRC QD, the Shiny Garage ceramic, the Detail Freaks Hype, and let's go on the other side, the dual oxide QD. So at this point in time, it looks as though the fairy liquid has had absolutely zero impact on our LSP. So we've done the spray to bead test, and it doesn't really look like there's been any impact. Let's have a quick look under a heavy rinse. So the V interlude, just doing what it always did, synthesis. Again, just doing what it always did. Ceramic wax, just doing what it always did. Magnetise. Yep, again. Interesting with that one. Yep, there we go. Doing what it always did. The hybrid wax. Yep, just clearing down as it always did. Dual oxide. So it's had a very minor impact on that. Detail Freaks Height. Again, minor impact, but it's clearing down fine. Shiny Garage Shiny Detailer. Again, doing down just fine. The RRC QD. Sheeting off just as normal. These are chrome. There it goes. Voodoo. Going through. These are ghost. Okay, have a look at the Jenny Chem. Just clearing down. Just go to the zero protection area. And the water's clearing through, but that's probably because it's so highly polished. Slightly longer to wait. I think panel angle's causing the drain off more than anything. Let's go back now. There's the synthesis. It's just doing what it always did. Some of the ceramic wax, the magnetise, the hybrid wax, the dual oxide, the Detail Freaks Hype, the Shiny Garage, the RRC QD. Down here we've got these are chrome, the voodoo. Obviously the panel angles cause more water to drain off here. These are ghost. And we've got the Jenny Chem orange wax, which doesn't look very good. These are granite. And sorry, that's the Easy Granite here, Easy Granite there, and this is the AB spray sealant. So, I mean, as I said, it's not an LSP test, but in conclusion, the fairy liquid has done zero to nothing to these LSPs. So for me, that's debunked the myth that it's going to strip it off. Make up your own mind based on the footage, but for me, that's pretty clear. So I gave the panel another hit off camera with the RRC Bad Boy shampoo and sprayed it over with the hose pipe on the really light setting. It's been 10 minutes since I've done that, so let's have a look. There's your V interlude. Here's its synthesis. Here's its ceramic wax. Detail Bug Magnetise, the Detail Bug Hybrid Wax. And on this side we've got the EZ Granite. Okay, we've got the Auto Bead Spray Seal. We've got the RRC QD Plus, the Shiny Garage Ceramic Detailer, the Detail Freaks Hype, the Dual Oxide, the Test Area, the EZ Chrome, the EZ Voodoo, the EZ Ghost, and finally the Jenny Chem Wax. So taking everything that we can see into account, I think that obviously having had 5 washes, 2 of them with a detergent and 3 of them with the RRC Bad Boys Orange Age shampoo, there's been a mild impact on LSP, but nothing really to speak of. The beads aren't quite as tight as they were, but it certainly hasn't removed the protection. So there goes the myth of Fairy Liquid will strip LSP, because as you can see with your very own eyes, it definitely doesn't. So I think it's time to give it 20 hits with Fairy Liquid and see if it makes any difference. Here we go. Bit extra special for number 10, a bit extra. There we go. Right, let's rinse that off. So that's 10 hits with Fairy Liquid. Let's give it a clean off and a wash down with the RRC and see whether LSP has been damaged. So let's grab the RRC, give it a couple of wash-offs with that as well, to be fair, and see what occurs. And there you have it, 10 hits. I'm going to give it a dry and we'll come back and do some tests on the panel. So there we have it, it's dry. It's been washed 10 times with Fairy Liquid. It's been washed 3 times with RRC Orange Age shampoo. I'm going to spray some of this over it and then have a look and see how it impacts on that LSP. So then, we've sprayed it all over. Let's go in and have a quick look. Piece interlude. It's been affected, but not that bad. EZ Synthesis. Again, still there. It's not been removed. Ceramic Wax. Not been removed. The Magnetise. Again, it's still there. It's not fully removed. The Detail Bug Hybrid. Yeah, it's had a go at that, but not, again, it's not removed it. The EZ Granite, yep, still there. The Auto Bead Spray Seal, still there. The RRC QD Plus, yep, still there. The Shiny Garage Ceramic Detailer, incredibly well. Detail Freaks Hype. The Dual Oxide QD, our test area. Blobby. He's a chrome. He's a voodoo. The EZ Ghost. And the Jenny Chem Orange Wax. So that's having looked at them after 10 hits with Fairy and the RRC 3 hits. So let's go back and give it a heavy rinse over and see what it looks like after we've done that. Okay, the V's interlude. Yeah, it's just sheeting away lovely. Synthesis. Okay, absolutely no impact. Ceramic wax. Not as good as the synthesis, but yeah, it's still there. Magnetised from Detail Bug. Oh, it's had a bit of a go, but the sheeting's still there. Hybrids. Beautiful, no impact at all. The granite at the end there. Yeah, just realised you might not have been able to see these two up the top here, so magnetised and hybrid. I think it's impacted magnetised more than anything else. EZ ceramic, EZ synthesis, Pure QD. Sort of mild impact, but there we go. It's just sheeting away now. I can see it going. Slightly quicker than the test area. The hype from Detail Freaks. Yep, there she goes. Shiny Garage Ceramic. Yep, sheeting away. Same as the RRC QD, you can see it over there. It's sheeting away. The AB spray seal. It's still showing itself, the water sheeting off. Jenny Chem Orange Wax. Yeah, it's there. Slow, but it's there. It's a Ghost. Yeah, panel angle, of course, helping. There's a Voodoo. And then the EZ Chrome at the end there. I think the fact remains that if we look back up here, you can see protection still sat on the panels in each of the areas. Whereas in the test area over here, it's not as good. I'll grab the camera, we'll have a look. So this is what I'm saying, is that it's still presenting LSP in each of the areas. And the AB spray seal, you could argue, has taken a bit of a hit from it. The RRC QD, still there. Shiny Garage Ceramic Detailer. I'm liking this Shiny Garage, it's good gear. Detail Freaks Hype, new one to me, but it stood up to the test that we thrown at it. Dual Oxide QD, very well. There's the test section. Right. Absolutely zero beading on there at all, it's all overspray. The chrome, pretty much running away, but that's panel angle again. The Voodoo and the Ghost from EZ, and then the Jenny Chem. So I think of all of them, the EZ spray products were taking the biggest hit from it, along with the AB spray seal. But like I said, this isn't an LSP test, it's to see whether the Fairy would break down the LSPs. After 10 washes, it still hasn't removed it. So to say that Fairy Liquid will strip an LSP is probably one of the most incorrect statements you'll see posted up on any of the forums. So I'll leave you with that thought. So there you have it. It's been sat for 10 minutes. I'll pass it over. Okay, we can see that each of the LSPs has had a mild impact from the detergent, but it definitely hasn't washed it away. And the point of the video was to say, will fairy liquid strip LSP? Yeah, it will if you wash it probably 20 times, maybe even 30, because it's just had no real impact overall. Okay then, as a final and the controversial and much frowned upon EZ Reset, which to be fair I've had some decent results. It's removed maxes and LSPs for me before, so I'm going to give it a hit with this and see what the water behaviour is like once it's had something that is designed to strip waxes thrown at it. So here we go. Alright then, we'll give this a wash off and we'll come back and have a look at how it's got on at attacking those LSPs. So I'll give that EZ Reset a good rinse off. I'm just going to give it a quick wash over so that we can come back and look at the behaviour once it's had a soap wash put over it. Okay, give it a quick wash down. So just grab the hose pipe, give it a rinse down. So EZ Reset, product designed to strip waxes from the car. The reason I said it was controversial is because a lot of people think that that's not the right way to strip wax and that machine polishing is the only way to do it properly. But in the interest of time, I'm not going to machine this bonnet today. I'll give it a good rinse down, and you can already see that there's a huge difference in the way the water's coming off of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a dry, and then we'll come back and do the spray test and the sort of rain check with the hose pipe. I'll see you in a sec. So EZ Reset has been applied and removed. Let's have a quick look at each of the areas. I'm going to move over this fairly quickly. Okay, but there's something that's happening here, and that is that every area now looks to be performing about the same, because Reset has got rid of the protection. There's the test area there, look. Okay, and it's doing the same as everywhere else. So Reset it's giving us the same water behaviour there. Let's grab the hose pipe, it's down here. Okay, and have a look and see what happens when we do this. Nice soaking for the panel. Okay, when we look at that, everything's behaving differently because there's no protection left. The water's just running off as though it were a well polished panel. No visual LSPs left. So it just further proves that the fairy liquid didn't strip the wax or the LSP or the sealant or the ceramic or whatever you want to call it. It was still there after fairy liquid, but using something that's designed to strip it off, we can see by looking, that's where the dual oxide was, and you can just see it's just water runoff. So yeah, again, more proof. So there you have it, the mighty dish soap. Okay, it's not going to strip your waxes off, guys. It's not going to do what they're telling you it's going to do. I've put it through the test. I've seen for myself on that test panel what's going to happen, and you've been here and watched it with me. If you made it this far, you probably deserve a medal, because it's a tough watch. Editing it was not much fun either. But yeah, the truth remains that as you start to apply this, I think there's a rinse aid in here that's starting to lay itself down on the panel. You see it on your dishes as they're drying on the draining board, the way the water runs off. That transfers to your car paint as well, gives a false protection, and it automatically sort of false masks that LSP that you've got down, giving the impression that you have removed it. But as you saw, the more I washed it away with the RRC shampoo, the more the original protection started to come back. So yeah, to debunk the myth, that is not going to take waxes away from your car. You want to strip it off. There's the known knowns. You use mechanical decontamination, use your machines and get the old waxes away. Or you use a product, as I did in this one, the EZ Reset, which is a wax stripper, or a dedicated wax stripper. I know it's frowned upon sometimes, but it does work, and I've got a video coming on that in the near future. So to end on that one, Fairy Liquid is not going to do that horrible damage to your LSP that they say it's going to. Thanks for joining me here at MJM Detailing Diaries, and I'll catch you next time for another video.